Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my new Let's Play. My name is Siperos and this is Catty Rain, a point-and-click adventure game developed by Clifftop Games and published by Raw Fury in 2016. Very old school looking game. So old school that this game, as you can see here, doesn't even support 1920 x 1080 resolution, and hence why the black bars on each side. And this game has pixel art graphics too, which I like quite a lot. This game was also one of the 4 candidates in my first point-and-click adventure game poll, where people voted for the next adventure game they wanted to see me play. Catty Rain came in the 2nd place. The 1st place was taken by Barrow Hill, Curse of the Ancient Circle, whose Let's Play I have finished on this channel by now. I think 10 people had voted when I closed the poll, Barrow Hill taking 6 of them, Catty Rain got 2, and the last 2 candidates got 1 each. And lately I thought that now would be a good time to start a new adventure game and pick the one that got in the 2nd place in the poll. I have never played this game before, nor have I ever watched anyone play it, so this is going to be a 100% blind Let's Play. One of the voters who voted for Catty Rain said that this game is short and sweet and really good, so I'm stoked to play this. As for the story, all I know is that this is going to be a detective mystery story set in the 90s. It's a story of a strong-willed journalism major who is about to investigate the mysterious death of her recently deceased grandfather. We are finally going to get some girl power in this channel now, because in this one the protagonist is a female. I mean, sure, I have played point-and-click adventure games where you could play as female characters like The Day of the Tentacle, Thimbleweed Park, and most recently The Journey Down, where we could play as a female character in the last chapter. But this is going to be the first adventure game on this channel where the main protagonist is female and whom we are going to control and play as from start to finish. Or at least I assume there won't be other characters we'll get to play in this game. But hey, that's what I thought about The Journey Down as well, and I was wrong, so we'll see. But now, so without further ado, let's start the game. Ah, no cinematics or anything. Straight to the gameplay.
Hey you!
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
Part is
So
hard,
I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
So, yeah, he was my grandfather. I really don't want to talk about it. Well, yeah, she doesn't exactly look like she's in the mood to chat. I haven't seen him since I was a kid, a lifetime ago. Well, let's just say this. Why not?
Yeah, was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Okay. So a quick nap. September 25th, 1995. Day 1.
Oh, God, make it stop.
Well, okay, so now we can actually play as her. Let's turn off the... Oh. Look at alarm clock. Or turn it off. Let's look at it first.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Oh, well, okay. Well, let's just turn it off then.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Okay, but before we leave, let's see if there's anything that we can pick up. And just look around in general.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Oh yeah, it's the Titanic. Okay, so I can actually see the ship. So yeah. Look at that. Well, let's mess it up because why not? We are a rebel like that.
Would be fun, but a bit too childish, even for me.
Well, damn, you're not fun.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
Okay. Pink bear.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Look at her face. She looks like a look like a fucking maniac.
We meet again, Mr. Bear.
Look at that.
Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
She looks so sadistic.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
Summers.
Mildred. Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Mildred. Okay, well that is a rather weird name for a girl, I must say. And Summers, that's such a girly name. Why do such girly characters, or girly women, if you will, usually have the name Summers or something like that? It's just something I have noticed. Anything interesting on the computer?
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek. Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of.
Gee, what a nerd. Cross. Very religious, I take it. She actually had a cross around her neck.
Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings.
Oh. So she's from one of those families.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat.
Damn straight, I agree. And is this your phone?
Our room phone. It's got an external line.
Ah, okay, so it's this room's phone. Oh, we can use it. Although we don't really have any reason to call anyone. And we don't even have any... And we don't even know any numbers we could call to. And it looks like we have an inventory here. Notebook.
I haven't written anything in it yet.
Okay. Think about notebook.
I'll write down clues in this as I find them.
Okay. And then just combine notebook. Stun gun. Oh. So you got one of these things. Well, alright. At least you know how to defend yourself.
NZ500 self-defense stun gun. Fully charged.
And here's your lighter. Are those letters B and H?
My trusty Zippo. Running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
Mystery, huh? And pack of cigarettes, so you smoke.
My smoke's about a half a pack.
Okay. So you're a smoker. Not a huge fan of that, to be honest. And then your side of the room. What poster is this? I can't make out what the poster is about. It looks like a mess.
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Oh, The Thing, yeah. John Carpenter's The Thing. I just watched that quite recently. It's bloody good. And so you play guitar too.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times.
Okay. Thanks for that information. I wonder how she got that guitar. Anyway, let's continue. So, can we play it now?
Nah, it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Alright. And, well, we can think about the guitar, I guess.
Help me get rid of my last 2 roommates.
Okay. And what's this? Oh wait, I think I recognize that poster. It's the... I think that poster is the... Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Is it?
Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Love that flick.
Yes, I love it too. It was brilliant movie, and I would like to watch it again, but it's surprisingly hard to find a physical copy. But yeah, I was right. And this, I can't say I recognize this one.
Just some random band poster.
Ah, okay, so it was nothing. No wonder I didn't recognize it. And your bed is a mess.
Messy. Just the way I like it.
Alright. I like my bed messy as well. Well, even though we just left, but...
Nah, I just got up.
Yeah. Anything else? Doesn't look like it, no. Okay, well, we didn't pick up anything, so yeah, I guess we are just... I guess we just leave. Oh, this is cool. A biker. Ah, so this so in this screen we can select our destination. Oh, that's cool. Kind of reminds me of Full Throttle a little bit.
Well, here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object?
Well,
Guess not.
I would, but...
Dead people rule.
Dead people rule. Okay. Can we read some names?
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess we'll just go to the funeral then. Here it is.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Okay, and everyone
Oh,
except...
Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Oh, this lady. Mrs. Rain. Ah, so she is the late grandfather's wife, and thus our grandmother.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, hon? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Alright, no new location added, which is her house, obviously. So, I guess we can just look around.
The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Oh. Now can we read these tombstones? Elizabeth Parker, January born in January 13th, 1915, and died in March 18th, 1975. Joseph Irving Ring. Oh, yeah, it's the tombstone of this grave. So wait, 1924 and 1995. Okay. Eric Mitchell. I wonder if these tombstones are going to be important later on for a puzzle or something. What was that again? Conwell Springs.
Conwell Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it.
Ah, so it's the town, I guess.
I never thought I'd return to this place.
Well, here we are. Might as well look at the other tombstones. Not like there's anything else to look at or pick up by the looks of it. Lily Myers. Oh yeah, we'll check that. Eric Mitchell. Mausoleum.
It says Price.
Price. Vincent Price, maybe?
No reason to go in there.
Not yet, anyway.
A family mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
Family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Mausoleum, so that's how it's pronounced. David Spielman. Benjamin Hayward. And there's the priest.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Oh God, one of these priests. And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Well, just look at you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not judging or anything, but I'm quite sure that that's what the priest is thinking right now. I mean, look at that dyed hair, those small piercings, and she smokes too and everything, and she's into rock and roll, the music of Satan. You're not familiar with the concept of a lost cause, are you? No sin? But what am I supposed to do for fun? Yeah, I like this.
No sin. But what am I supposed to do for fun?
Behind those words is a deep wound, a desire to belong. If you let him, Christ can fill that void.
Of course.
No, please don't make Christ fill my void.
Oh God.
I'm totally not up for that.
The crude facade of a lost soul. I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Jesus, Kathy, you sure are dirty-minded, just like I am. I was kind of thinking the same thing, but and then she just said it out loud. And the new location is here, the Rain Residence.
Grandma, anybody home?
Okay, so let's look around first before we go to the living room. Does it look like we can go here? There's also I think that leads to an attic. So coats.
Nice black leather coat, right up my alley. Nice black leather coat, right up my alley.
Maybe we can get that later or something.
A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
Red horse.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
I don't know about that. I'm I don't think that Swedes are too much into red horses like that. Well, I don't know.
This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
But why is it on the floor, I wonder? Wheelchair. Must have belonged to the grandfather.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently. Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
And does it have a cane? A small, very thin cane in there or something? Kinda looks like it.
A small table lamp.
Nothing special. Can I look at the
A
photos?
wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed. It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
Damn. That's, so that's 85 years ago.
Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
And then we have a phone book. Oh, so we can check.
These should come in handy when I need to make calls.
Indeed. So we can check out numbers from here.
It's a phone book. Conwell Springs County.
Yeah.
I should be able to use this for looking up phone numbers of people or places in town.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Obvious.
I don't have anything to search for yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, and what about this painting?
Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Dog fighting? That looks like a plane to me.
Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Yeah, that looks like a plane to me. And then we could go upstairs, but let's not go there just yet. And let's go to the living room. Maybe the grandma is in there. And there she is.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You didn't even touch
You
it.
haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come, have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I suspected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
And that's the mother, I take it. Tell the truth, you had her committed to a mental institution? Oh. Well, that sounds serious. Avoid the subject, no reason to bring it up now. Well, Jesus, Kathy must have had it very rough. First the father just one day just picks up and leaves, and then the mother went insane. Maybe the mother was the reason why their father left. But yeah, and then the mother was, and then she had to commit her to a mental institution. Let's just tell her the truth. I don't see why not.
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what?
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Aha, okay. Incident in 81.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. What did the doctors say? What about the police?
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
And the doctors?
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Okay, and the police?
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Okie dokie. So we are not gonna waste any time and just go straight to the police station. Although I would like to go to the attic first and see what's there. So we could ask this again. So she's writing these things down, and then we can ask about these things from multiple people. I take it. So church brochure. However he spelled that again. Oh, I can actually show these items to her. I'm quite sure that she's not interested in the notebook, the stun gun, or the lighter, or any of these really. Well, let's just show her this. However you spell this again.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Yeah, we noticed.
You could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Okay. Just for fun. What is she going to say about the stun gun?
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Well, okay, fair enough. Do you smoke?
I don't want to show her that.
Well, I didn't think so too. Well, fine. Okay, so I guess we can...
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Guess we can just leave it here. But I do want to check out the attic. But first, let's check out this room.
Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma has prepared some tea for us.
Why don't you have some?
Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal.
Uh-huh.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Uh-huh, okay.
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
So we started to talk to her by clicking that couch.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
And what do we have here? And that must be Joseph when he was younger in the army.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s.
Mm-hmm. What about the other photos?
Planes, planes, and more planes.
Is it the same for all of them?
Planes, planes, and more planes.
Apparently. What about this picture?
Planes, planes,
okay.
and more planes.
It's the same. Booze.
Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
Can we pick it up? Or drink it?
Would be kind of funny to see her reaction, but no.
Okay. Sideboard.
A robust piece of wooden furniture. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Okay. And speaking about the attic, I guess we can just walk up there. I was thinking that maybe we should have asked for permission first. It's only polite, but we didn't have that option.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. Miniature plane.
An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
Alright. And nothing else by the looks of it. No. Oh,
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
Okay. To me, it looks like that it's winter outside. That there is lots of snow there. Well, anyway, let's go to the attic. And then after that, I guess I'm maybe going to end the episode here.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Ah, damn it. Well, can't we just ask for permission?
Oh, hello, dear.
So can we go to the attic, please?
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I don't have the option to ask her about the attic. Now we can also hide the items. Alright.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Let's try one more time. If we really can't go there, then let's just go to the police station.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Well, alright, fine. Fine. And we can't go here or anything. So let's just leave. And to the police station. Now look at that guy, he looks grumpy. Okay, and okay, I must confess one thing. I think that this is easily the best looking pixelated piece of ass I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, just look at this. Look at that. Look at that ass. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But let's continue here now. I just had to make that confession there. So, a proud American flag.
Land of the free.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
A bunch of pops lining up for a photo.
Mm-hmm.
A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe.
Well, that's a strange picture to have in a police station, but hey, what do I know?
A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe.
Okie dokie.
various notices, and a wanted poster.
Wanted poster. Looks like we can't click on it individually and check it out even more. A desk, young cop, files. Well, let's talk to the young cop, I guess.
Some young cop.
How can I help,
Looks
boss?
a bit familiar.
Childhood friend, perhaps.
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Admit the truth, you have no clue who he is. Pretend to recognize him. Let's just be honest.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Okay. Well, I guess we can just ask him about this incident straight away.
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
Okie dokie. And do I want to show him anything? Not really, no, I don't think
Well,
so.
gotta go.
See ya.
And, anything interesting on the desk?
Might be something useful in there.
But of course we can't just search it in front of him, I think.
I think he'd object.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, let's go talk to the
What's
sheriff.
the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
That must be the sheriff. He looks grumpy.
Exactly my thoughts, my dear.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Well, let's go straight to the business.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Now we can ask him about the police report. Also, can I access the options menu here real quick? Yes, I can. I was just wondering that maybe I should increase the speech volume a little bit. Do let me know. Let me know in the comments if this is too loud or if it's just perfect. Okay, it is saved now, right? Yes, it is.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They were official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
Right. Oh, come on, sir, what's the big deal? But I'm family, doesn't that count for something? Lenny, a little help here? I highly doubt that this young lad here is able to help us. Well, we are family.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Oh, come on, Sheriff.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Are you trying to use flirtation on an officer of the law? Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Lenny, a little help here?
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
The
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
Okay, okay. So we got nothing out of him. That was really expected. Well, there's also these double doors. Wonder where that leads.
Not sure where those doors lead. I should go check it out.
Okay.
My thoughts exactly, my dear, so let's go. Oh, it's the jail. Okie dokie. And so there is one bomb inside one of the cells. And there must be evidence, and I see a fire axe there and those big scissors. Some evidence lockers. Oh, so that's where the police reports must be. Or it's in those files outside, right behind Lenny. Computer monitor. Yeah, lots of stuff here. Bulletin board.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, me too. And I'm even more disappointed in by the fact that we couldn't even look at that one wanted poster closer. The one we saw earlier out in the other room. Ah, this small TV is making an annoying noise.
What a tiny TV.
Yeah, and there's nothing good on right now.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this episode here for now. And in the next episode, we're going to talk to this bum and hear what he has to say for himself. And then I'll look around some more and continue our investigation. So, thank you for watching my Let's Play of Catty Rain, and see you next time for more.